Let me show you how to get your first 1,000 Instagram followers entirely organically. Now, this part of your journey is often going to be the hardest. I get it. You don't have an audience of people to engage with and share your content. You may well not even know who your target audience that you're trying to reach is because you're just starting out. And chances are, if you've got less than 1,000 followers, you also don't know what the right strategies to use are, how everything works together, and what you should be doing to actually get results. Which is why I'm creating this video for you today. Now, who am I? My name's Josh Ryan. I'm a 22-year-old here in New Zealand, and I've built a ton of different Instagram accounts into the hundreds of thousands of followers. I've built Millionaire Dream to over 700,000 followers. I've built a ton of other theme pages such as Income Notebook, Words to Success, and a lot of other accounts into multiple hundreds of thousands of followers. Work with a ton of clients, help the likes of Russell Brunson go from 0 to over 500,000 followers on the platform in about a couple of years ago. And now I create 2 videos like this every single week, teaching you the ins and outs of Instagram based off what I'm learning with my agency and with my own account. So I'm actually building pages and sharing the secrets with you here. And so these 4 strategies that I'm going to share with you today are the most effective up-to-date strategies that can help you go from 0 to 1,000 followers in 2022 in under 30 days. If you implement this and follow what I'm going to show you, I will guarantee that you'll go from 0 to 1K in 30 days or your money back. So let's get right into the video. Strategy number 1, you've heard it a million times, but you've probably heard it that many times because it actually works. And that is Instagram Reels. This is by far your best opportunity that you can use to grow a small account in 2022. I was recently talking to a subscriber of the channel who started his account in August. And by the start of December, when we had the chat, so what's that? October, November, December, 3 months, he'd gone from 0 to 120,000 followers just using Reels with a brand new account, 0 experience, just using Reels. That's how powerful these are. And with this one strategy alone, I can pretty much guarantee if you post 1 Reel per day, you focus on improving it and creating something people want to watch that is interesting, engaging, and valuable, you will get to 1,000 followers. There's pretty much no other way about it. In fact, another friend of the channel, Aaron, who is under the username The Anxious Investor, I actually created a case study on his growth. He went from 0 to 10,000 followers in 10 days just by posting daily Reels. It was pretty awesome. You can check that video out later. I'll link it up here, but that was a good one. But how do you actually create Reels? What should you be creating them about? Like, how do you come up with ideas? There's a lot of questions around this. Now, I've made a ton of videos on this topic, which you can check out on my channel. But in essence, you first need to understand who you're trying to reach. Who are you trying to help? Then simply create short form content that brings value to those people. So if you're a physio, for example, and you're trying to get more customers in your area who, you know, are playing a lot of sports and having a lot of pain. I've recently been to the physio. I've got an awesome one here. I've had an injury, so getting back from that. But that aside, physio, if you're trying to create Reels, you want to think of who you're trying to reach. Potentially, you're trying to reach athletes who are playing a lot of sport and getting injured and need your help. Or maybe you're targeting older people. That's a big customer base of physios too, because they're just getting older and they're getting sore and hurting themselves, and they need different exercises they can do to stay fit and healthy and live a normal life. So you've got those 2 groups of people, and maybe your physio clinic targets one or the other. Maybe you just target athletes. And in that situation, you want to think of what is going to help an athlete. What sort of content do they want to see? And so maybe you can do a reel which is the best stretch you can do to prevent an injury in football. And then you can create another reel which is the best stretch you can do before a tennis game to reduce injuries. And then you can repeat that with a ton of sports. Football, tennis, basketball, cricket, going to the gym, something in the outdoors, hiking. There are a ton of different sports out there that'll literally give you 30 ideas for a full month of content. Just do the best stretch you can do to reduce your chances of injury in this sport. You want to open the reel with a hook. So how to reduce injuries in this sport. Then you want to dive straight into the content and give people something valuable. So you may want to show them the stretch, show what muscles it's stretching, and then explain why it's going to benefit you, and do that quite quickly. I would say that you can do this kind of reel in about 10 seconds or so. Add in a few subtitles, because a lot of people consume content without sound on, so you want to appeal to those people. And for the people that are listening with sound, you want to have a little bit of catchy music in the background to just make it more engaging, keep people watching your video longer, and that's going to help it get pushed further by Instagram. And you can apply this strategy to literally any niche. Like if you're a personal trainer, you think of what are frequently asked questions. Exercises to improve your back, your biceps, your chest, your legs, how to strengthen up for certain sports, how to lose weight, how to gain weight, what should you eat, what should you not eat, what should you not do as an exercise, big mistakes people make, supplements. There's a ton of ideas there that you can create a short 10 to 15 second piece of content around and post it. And if you do that consistently, make it interesting, make it valuable, and post it, you will literally go from 0 to 1K doing that if you do that consistently for a month. But I like to over deliver, so here's 3 more things that you want to do to improve your results. Now, the second one is, again, something you might not hear from a lot of other people, but it's something that I go on and on about on my channel. So if you've been watching a lot of my videos, you've probably heard this, but that is profile optimization. Now, this actually, we had a perfect example with this with a brand new client that we started working with who actually had a lot of followers. He's got over 100,000 followers, but we looked at his profile conversion rate. So the amount of people that visit his profile and then turn into followers. And we found that it was at 9.99%. So if he gets 1,000 people visit his profile every single day because of various growth strategies, let's say he's posting a lot of reels, for example, that means 99 of those are going to turn into followers. If he's getting 100 profile visits per day, he's probably going to get 9 followers. But what we did is we then optimized his profile to, again, really speak to his target audience that he is trying to reach. And within 4 days, we'd bumped that conversion rate up to 23%, which means now if he gets that same 1,000 profile visits per day, instead of gaining 99 followers, he's now gaining 230 followers. And this only took like 5 minutes for us to do, and it's going to take 0 ongoing effort. But now, every time that we post a piece of content, that we run an ad to his profile, that we do anything to get more attention to his profile, he's now getting like 2.5 times more followers because of it. And this is something massively overlooked. Many people may have a conversion rate of only 5%, but if you know what you're doing, you can bump that up to 25, 30%. On Millionaire Dream, we often convert at 35%, and it's just a game changer. Now, there's a lot of intricacies that we work with our clients and with my students to actually get a really good result here. However, to keep it really simple, the most important thing you can do to improve your conversion rate is adjust the first line in your bio, and adjust it so that it really speaks to the people you're trying to reach. So if you're creating a theme page and you're posting golf videos, for example, of golf highlights, maybe your starting bio, the first line in your bio, could be daily golf highlights from the top professionals. Or maybe you're posting golf fails instead of, the best shots. And in that situation, it's going to be daily golf fails to make you laugh. And then it is extremely clear what people are going to be getting from following your account. If you look at my personal brand on Instagram, which is currently under the username Cleverpreneur, but by the time this video goes live, it should have changed to just Josh Ryan. The opening line is, I help experts build profitable Instagram audiences, because that is my target customer that I'm looking to reach. And that is how I've set up my profile to speak to those people. So they follow me, become a fan, become a customer. I help them get incredible results. Everyone's happy. And so you want to set it up in that sense. Think of who you're trying to reach, how your content is going to help them, and make that extremely clear and obvious in your opening line. That is going to be the main thing that will improve your results. You can tweak the further lines in your bio, the second, the third, the fourth. You can work on your profile photo. You can look at your highlights. You can follow less people. You can tidy up your feed. All of those things help, but I would say at least 70% of your results will come from changing that opening line. Now, moving on to the third strategy. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm trying to keep it concise, but actually bring valuable insights. And that is the strategy known as $80. This was famously coined by Gary Vee. It's a strategy that's been along well before he started talking about it. In fact, I remember doing this in class when Gary Vee had like no followers and I was building up theme pages on Instagram. Pretty much what you want to do here is find out where your target audience hangs out. What accounts do they follow and what hashtags do they interact with? And then you want to put yourself there. You want to go and comment on these posts and comment on creators creating on these hashtags and get yourself in front of them. You're trying to get yourself both in front of the people publishing the content, whether they be large influencers or whether they be someone just sharing some content to a hashtag, and you want to get yourself there. So they find you, they can then come back to your profile, it's optimized to speak to them, and the content, the reels that are there, see how this is all coming together, will give them value, and then they're more likely to turn into a follower. Do you see where I'm going with this video and how it's all starting to fall together? Like, firstly, you want to create content that is entertaining and valuable to the target followers you are trying to attract to your account. Then you need to optimize your profile to speak to those people so that when people land on your profile, first impression jumps out, speaks to them. Second impression, looking at your content, it is interesting and valuable to them. You see how this is sort of coming together. And then the third step of $80 is getting yourself in front of those people because you've already done the work using $80. So you put yourself in front of them by commenting on their posts, replying to comments, liking photos. And this will just get your username and get your profile in front of these people. A percentage of those people will then click on your content, click through to your page, look what you've got going on, and then a percentage of those people will turn into followers and fans. Now, the reason it's called $80 is because the idea is you give your 2 cents on 90 pieces of content per day. But realistically, you can leave 10 comments a day if that's what you are willing to dedicate to, or you can leave hundreds of comments per day. Just don't spam it. Don't leave random generic, love this, awesome post, etc. You want to make sure what you're commenting is targeted and relevant to the content. If you see a post about a puppy that you like, you can be like, oh my God, cute puppy, I've got a very similar breed, and maybe you name the breed that you've got. Or if you see a post educating people around how to lose weight and you create similar content, you can throw your 2 cents in and be like, hey, I use this strategy myself and it really helped me on my journey. I just helped a client do this and they lost a bunch of weight. Awesome strategy, worth doing. And so you're adding to the post, it's genuine, and that's going to get you more people checking out your profile. Now, if you follow those 3 strategies alone, you'll get to 1,000 followers within a month. Extremely, extremely attainable. And that'll help you build the foundation to go on to get to 100,000 followers, which is entirely achievable, especially with the right reels in 6 to 18 months. Now, the final thing that I want to mention is something you can do to speed it up. And in all honesty, now that I'm recording this video, like I wrote this in my notes, this is probably better once you're at least 500 followers, maybe 1,000, maybe even more. But that is actually theme page promotions. So what you can do is you can find these accounts out there that it's not a person behind the account. Like, it's not someone, posting about their food and posting about their life, and it's not a company page, but it's actually a page based around an interest. So it might be a page based around motivation, where it's called, Motivational Quotes 101, and they just post motivational quotes all day. Or maybe it is a meme page about fitness, and so they're posting memes about the gym all day long, and they're building up an audience of people who enjoy that content. What you can do is find accounts like these in your niche. You can pay them to promote your content, to simply post your content on their account and tell people, check out your account for more of this. And what that's doing is you've got a small profile and you're creating content that appeal to a certain type of people. So if we look at my personal brand, I'm creating content teaching people about Instagram marketing, how to build their business on Instagram. I've got about 12,000 followers currently. I haven't put a lot of effort into it, granted. I'm about to start doing that, so you should be following it to follow along. But anyway, I'm creating that sort of content. If I want to speed up my growth, I can go out and find a page that is posting digital marketing memes or digital marketing tips. Maybe they're creating carousels about them. And they might have 100,000 followers, and I might reach out to them and say, hey, I'll pay you $50 to post my reel. Would you be open to that? Most of the time, they're going to say yes, or they're going to say, sure, but it'll be $60 or more, or whatever their price is. And this is a really good way to build your audience, because then they're putting you in front of a ton of people who fit your target audience, who then will likely get value out of your content and enjoy it, will then check out your page. They see the first line in your bio, it speaks to them. They look at the rest of your content, it serves them, and they're going to turn it into a follower who down the line may well turn into a customer. So that's a really good way you can speed things up. The first three are somewhat organic strategies that you have to invest time and effort and sweat into doing to get results. And then the final one is somewhat of a way to speed this up by, instead of investing time, investing a little bit of money. Promos on these accounts are surprisingly cheap. Like, you can find an account with 200,000 followers and it might be $40 to $50 for a promotion. Depends on engagement, depends on a lot of things, but you then get access to 200,000 people for $50. And if you're selling a digital product, which is $100, and you pay for one of these accounts to post some of your content, it gains you 100 followers, you get a sale, you've doubled your money, you've gained 100 followers. You can do the same tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. Now, I hope this video was helpful. If you're a coach, an expert, an agency owner, or some sort of business owner, and you need help growing your business and getting more customers on Instagram, I've opened up some slots in my calendar where we can get on the phone and see how my agency can help you get incredible results on the platform. If you're interested in that, I'll leave a link below. If not, hope the video helped. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. I've also linked to the tools that I use for Instagram below and some free classes I put together on Skillshare. That's it from me. See you in the next one.